One of VBOUT's unique capability is the ability to cater to agencies or multi-unit brands like franchises or chain businesses who need multi-accounts on VBOUT. So meaning you can be an agency with multiple clients and each client needs access. You can be a franchise and you're deploying a new VBOUT account for every franchisee that you have. And the possibilities are endless. VBOUT supports this. And not only that, you can actually launch technically your own marketing automation platforms on top of VBOUT. What we will cover is the ability to create multiple accounts, adding new accounts, managing plans and pricing. This is a-la-carte functionality that only VBOUTs offer. White label option, so you can brand this as your own product. And also how you can template and replicate your campaigns in one click. To actually summarize a bit what how a multi-unit architecture looks like, this can be one example where your company has a headquarters. You can create your lead gen at the high level. You can copy campaigns, control brand assets, and also have a full multi-unit marketing system. So we almost help you as an agency or a franchise or a chain business to consolidate and empower your teams at the corporate level to control everything below from a branding perspective, the messaging, and so on. So this can be the top tier company headquarter account. Underneath that, you can get the region. So let's say you have different locations like or states, and under each state there's sub-locations. Now this is an optional tier. You can actually have a headquarters and also a branch directly underneath. In the case of agencies, this is probably more common. And each branch will have their own VBOUT account, their own VBOUT capability, their own VBOUT license, and they will inherit everything that you've created at the top level. So this is a top-down approach. Again, it empowers agencies and franchises to control the brand, the messaging, and create replicable marketing campaigns. So as an agency or a franchise, you will have access to all your sub-accounts from one view. So you can easily toggle between your accounts, log in and out of these accounts, and manage all the data and campaigns. You'll have an icon on the top right corner that looks like this. And once you click it, it displays everything that you're managing at this point. Now you'll have a portal, we call it the Partnership Hub. This name might be interchangeable. So if I click on Partnership Hub, I'll have full access to my partners page. So this page will be unique to companies with that structure. And here I can see a specific discount or commission applied to me. This is in the case where agencies are selling the products and they want to get a kickback. If you're a franchise or a partner and getting discounts on plans, you also show you the discounts as a high volume partner. So what that means is you'll have full flexibility and control over how many accounts you have, what is the commission that's being paid, and so on. All your clients will be managed from here, so you can easily add accounts. So you're technically creating a new account on VBOUT for one of your sub-locations or one of your new clients. You'll see here you have the flexibility to disable access to billing. So if you don't want the client to access billing, you just tick that. And you can limit access to settings. This is in the case where you really want to give them concise access to features versus everything else. Now here you choose the plan. These are all the plans available. Some of them are created by me and some of them are default to the system. Okay, I'll show you how you can manage these in a second. So let me choose, let's say, the 250. All right, here you see the commission structure. So whether you want the discount that we give you as a partner to be applied to the paid amount, or if you want it as a payout at the end of the month, and we pay you back a commission. So it's totally up to you. Typically, the difference is when you are the one who is paying for this and the client is being billed directly through your company, then it makes sense for you to actually pay the discounted amount versus a kickback with all the fees that it incurs. So this is the option. These are the two options we give you, so you can choose which one you want to apply for that particular account. And each one that you create can have different commission structure. Once you create that account, you will see them here with all their details, such as how much they're paying, when did they register, what type of account they have, what is the status. You can also manage their billing details, so their payment methods, whether you want to use your agency card or add a new one. You can manage the add-ons, and you can view any invoices that were already charged in the past. So this also helps you control or have access to billing for that particular account. Now under the plans, you have all the different plans that you see. These are probably not the most creative names, but if I want to create a new one, let's just call it email light. You give it a plan ID. This is important because if you have 3 or 4 different plans, your clients can upgrade and downgrade between them. You can give it a description. So let's say this is starter email up to 10K emails monthly. And here you can start customizing. So this is the a-la-carte functionality, which lets you find the feature that you want. So now I chose the feature. Next, I'm gonna customize it. So let's say send up to 10K monthly. These are preset pricing that we offer. This is the 10K, and I click add. Let's assume I want to add landing pages. So I choose that, and on the right you'll have also some menus or some feature settings. Let's say up to 10 landing pages. And you can keep on adding or removing features. Now here shows you the basics, meaning what is the price for this. The partner discount is 20%. So this means this can be a commission or discount depending how you choose, what you choose when you're creating the account. There's a processing fee for credit card that goes back to the processor or the merchant. And what is the final price? Okay. So your total profits are going to be $741 on this deal. But the good thing is you can actually upsell this as at whatever pricing that you want. Now you will still be liable to just pay us the base, but the pricing that you set, you can keep whatever is the difference. Now once these plans are created, you'll have a unique URL, so you can share this URL with your customers. They could sign up directly from here. Or when you're creating a client or customer, you can choose that particular plan. Very easy. Now VBOUT offers a very in-depth white label option. So here I can white label my URLs with my own company. I can brand this as my own dashboard, and also I can use my own login at the top. So let me show you some of the functionalities here. Now let's say I have my own domain and I want to use a login that's completely branded with my own website. So I can do something like portal.domain.com, and I can even set the redirect for when someone logs out. Very simple. Now once I install this, the system is going to give me an option to have a CNAME installed. So you see it here. So once you install the CNAME, then an SSL certificate that will get provisioned once this is verified. And that's pretty much it for the white label. Once you do it, you can access it via your own URL at the top. Here you can control the branding. So if you want to activate the white label, you put it on your logo, your login logo, the favicon. So you can control really everything on the dashboard. So if I activate this, you'll see some changes happening, like the colors on the top, the left, and this small logo. Probably not the perfect dimensions, but I think you get the point. And here you can disable the help sections on the top. So if you don't want access to this, there will be some mentions for VBOUT logos and VBOUT branding here. So if you want to completely hide this, you can do it from here. You can also disable the support chat if you don't want it to show up on the bottom. And if you want to use your own, we give you some flexibility to pass over these shortcodes to your script. Because a lot of chat functionalities or software, they let you parse in the name of the person, the details, the business. These are the shortcodes you can use to plug into whatever software you use for the live chat. So you can really see the personalization options and the white label options are pretty powerful. Now the last thing we offer on this front is the Vanity URL, and this should be activated only, and I repeat, this is important, only if you have this set up on your HT access. And the way this works is every single functionality on VBOUT, such as the email marketing, the social media, the automated messages, we create shortcodes for URLs so we can track them. This is common amongst any marketing platform. Now, we do use our own domains such as vbt.email, vbt.io, but if you'd like to use your own and take your white labeling to another level, you can do that. The only thing you need to do is install this htaccess code or append it to your htaccess code. If you don't do that, none of your URLs are going to work, and you're going to have probably a lot of 404 errors on your user side. So I highly recommend doing this if you know what you're doing, if you have access to a developer, and you've asked our team to make sure that this is installed properly. I'm going to keep this off for now and go back to the partners portal. There are some other things that we offer. So if you want to create a moderation process within your team to approve posts, we let you do that. So nobody can post to social or send out an email without you approving them first. This shows you whatever's pending, and you can actually approve them or disapprove them. This is a very old post, as you can see. You can have access to some tools that we have, like buyer persona tools, email spam compliance, the course, and we have a few others coming as well. We have a resources tab where we share some content for you to download and white label. This is also a growing repo of content that we are working on. Now, on the copy campaign side, this is a huge time savior for a lot of companies, because a lot of times if you're working with different accounts and you're creating an email campaign and you want to repeat the same design, the same layout, the same content, just change up the branding. All you need to do is create that campaign, and with one click I can actually copy this to an account. Okay, so let me think on the automation. Copy to account. I'll choose what account that will be. So these are all the sub accounts that we manage in that example. And that's it. This is whatever automation you've created will be copied over. Now, if you're copying them in that manner, you need to also copy each of the templates. So you just copy it over from here. You choose the sub account and it's done. You can do the same on the landing pages, and you can do the same on also the browser pop-ups. Now, there is an easier way to group these assets together, because sometimes your campaign might include more than just landing page. So the way to do that is attaching these to a task. So for instance, I can create a new task or add to a new one. This could be an automated message, and attach. You can do the same with the campaign, with the landing page. So you can attach multiple assets to one of the tasks that you created. So technically the task is serving a different purpose, which is the ability to or grouping of assets, details of that entire campaign end to end, that sort of stuff. So you can get creative with this. And now whatever you have here, this is for instance one example. I can copy it over to a new account. So let's say I'm going to choose. So this is an example. This account already have a task board active. This is the person that's assigning it, and you can, again, I'm assigning it to an agency. An A means an agency user. I'm going to choose the progress and I copy it over. So now when I do that, the system will display the summary of whatever is attached on the asset side. So now you'll tick the ones that you want or you don't, and you copy it over. That's pretty much it. Once you log into that account, you'll see these assets and the task already there, along with the journeys, the email templates, the landing pages. But of course, you will have to configure them based on whatever that account has. So if you have some customization on this journey, if you have customization on the landing pages, tying to a form, you need to go in and finalize those tweaks on that account. This is a huge time saver for a lot of agencies or franchises, and it definitely gives you a shortcut to templating and replicating campaigns. Finally, under the assets, you can go to the file manager, where you have a shared folder across all your accounts. So anything you put inside that folder will be shown under all your sub accounts shared folders. It's almost like a mini Dropbox. And your users This is where you can create an admin team. So the admin team is very critical because anybody who has access or has been created under the admin team will have the functionality of the agency. So you can toggle between the accounts, you can create new accounts, etc. Now to manage sub-accounts users, I can click on that sub-user. So let's say this one. Okay. And now here you'll have add users. So now I'm adding a user under that sub-account. I can manage the permission of that user. So from that HQ or high level corporate account, you have full access to every single sub account that you manage, as well as their users. Now there is a functionality that lets you control how things get posted on these accounts. So if you want to create a manual approval process or an automated approval process, this is the option to do it. So the way I got here is, first, I chose the sub account. Second, I clicked on that gear icon. And the manual process lets me choose which email on my team will get notified so they could do the approval. These are some additional settings. You can definitely explore them if your company requires this moderation before sending out campaigns or social media.